Hi, it's Richard here. This is my hand tool cabinet. I keep most of my hand tools, the ones that will fit, inside this cabinet. I just finished building it and I wanted to show you a few of the features. It's made entirely of cherry with a book-matched cherry veneer for the door panels. A lot of it was done by hand. The hardware is all by Brusso, a company out of New York, makes beautiful brass hardware. And if I just stand back, you can see I finished building it about a month ago, and over the past month or so I've been building the little modules to store all the hand planes and chisels and saws and so on, and also the drawers. I put in this fixed shelf here at a particular height because I wanted it to fit my number 7 jointer top to bottom with very little gap, just enough gap to be able to lift it up and out. But that left me this space here, and I always intended to put drawers in, so I built this drawer till, had to sort of slot it in through the grooves, dados and so on. And again, all the drawers feature Brusso pulls, and the drawers are a really tight fit, but they ease a little bit when you're pulling them out. And I sort of wanted that so that I could take out a drawer, and carry it to my workbench and work with it freehand. So I'm in the process of putting all the tools into their places, whatever seems right. So up here I have my spoke shave, my beading tool. Don't use that very often, the beading tool. And my number 7 jointer, my 5.5, which is my most used plane. Veritas number 4, low angle jack plane, Lie-Nielsen, and a scraper plane, which I'm just, I liked it when I first got it, and then I went on a bit of a holiday from it, to be honest, and just started getting into it again. A router plane here. I like the Veritas router plane, and the plow plane, which is probably one of my favorite 2 or 3 tools. Up here I have the saw till, very easy to take the saws in and out, and I left enough clearance to get the large tenon saw out as well. And then I wanted to have sections, modules that I could pull out. So this for my plow plane contains all the plow plane blades, and I wanted to be able to, take this to my workbench and have all the little accessories that go with the plow plane. And here's the same thing for the router plane as well. So this stores all the router plane accessories there. So I can just sort of move these out of the way and access the chisels. And I used a lot of rare earth magnets, which is something that I noticed Ben Plews did as well. And these are absolutely fantastic. They're only about 20 cents each from Lee Valley, and they just hold the tools beautifully in place. So there's a little rebate there which the chisel sits on, and it just clicks nicely into place, and I can extend it if needs be, and so I can just move these along out of the way. I haven't finished putting everything up yet. If you look at the beading tool, for example, it sits up there, clips onto a rare earth magnet. Similarly with the spoke shave. And the way these work, you just sort of pull them up and out, and there's a rare earth magnet there, and it sort of sits in these things. I don't know if you can see. Try and do this one hand. So it locks in nicely. The drawer fronts are made of, the drawers are made of birch, solid birch, and ice birch here. And I started putting a few things in, like rulers. These are my marking tools. This is a nice little marking tool that I found on eBay by a company, I don't think it exists any longer. It's a dovetail marker from Collette Engineering. It's really nice. In fact, I kept the box. Company deserves to have its moment in history. Here I have a dowel plate from Lie-Nielsen, which I've mounted into this not so great drilling, but doesn't actually affect the use of the tool. It's a dowel plate that I've mounted into this block here, block of Sapelli, I think. And up there I have my Gramercy Tools bow saw, which I use for dovetails and all sorts of things. I use it instead of a coping saw, actually. So those are some of my hand tools. This is my old hand tool cabinet, which is very nice. I really like it, but I made it when I was into, just starting out, and it was quite a small cabinet. So it was great for things like shoulder planes and block planes, but as the larger planes came along, they obviously didn't fit. And I like to have all my tools stored away. I have a lot of sustainers from Festool. I think it's a great storage system. So gradually I'll move the block planes probably also into the larger hand tool cabinet, and I'll make this more of maybe a finishing cabinet for waxes and things like that. I've started accumulating quite a few things like that. So I've got some measuring tools. Those, the woodpecker measuring tools sit really nicely in these MDF cases that they came with, so there's no point moving them around. And here I have this I made to keep my chisels in and marking tools when I'm dovetailing. I like to have them close to hand, so I'll just drop them in the slots here when I'm working on dovetails. I prefer that to a tool tray, to be honest. So that's my hand tool cabinet. Hope you find something useful out of this video, and thanks for watching. Bye.